Our next strategy is powerful images inspire emotion. My guess is that some of you in the audience are looking at this image and you've made the connection that this is a firefighter who was one of the first responders in 9/11. Did anybody think of that? Their thought crossed that in your mind? Yeah? Yeah? I didn't even have to tell you that. I did not disclose that information to you. You just assumed. It was like you instinctually knew because you're tying this image automatically to an emotion that happened several years back. Powerful images inspire emotion. Let me show you how. A friend of mine several years ago was studying to become a licensed clinician. And she wanted to do a project for school on adolescent depression. And that was something that was near and dear to her heart because she had a child who had a depressive disorder. So that was one of her driving forces for becoming involved in the behavioral health practitioner. So she came to me and she said, I want you to watch my presentation. As a Toastmaster, I know you're going to have something to say, so I'd rather you say it and just put it out on the table. She came to this slide and she said, 11% of adolescents suffer from a depressive disorder. That's too much. We need to do something about it, and we need to do something about it now. And then she continued on with her presentation. I thought, this right here is powerful. But you don't know it by looking at it. Does it represent her topic well? I would argue, yes. You've got your heading of depression, right? You've got an image who sort of mimics something that we would typically associate with depression. He's hunched over, right? You know, kind of looking sad. And she's got some facts and figures and bullet points that I hate. She did a good job, I think. But she volunteered and said, Wendy, something's wrong, something's missing. I don't know what it is, but it's not right. And I don't feel like my message is being conveyed. I said, I know what's missing. What's missing is emotion. She said, okay, what would you do with it? I would do this. 11% of adolescents suffer from a depressive disorder. That's too much. We need to take action now. What did I do differently? Anybody throw out a few suggestions?
Fewer words.
Fewer words. I like that, actually, Bob. That's a great point because my call to action, so her call to action, that's too much. We need to take action now. I removed my call to action in words and I said them through my voice, through my message. That's a great point. What else?
You have a citation in there.
Citation, I know it's really tiny, but it is there. Yes, the National Institute of Mental Health.
The 11% pops out at you.
Bingo, 11%. Doesn't seem, 11%, if you think about it, doesn't seem like a large number, but actually it is. Yes?
When you said the words, you said it slowly and more emotionally than the other one.
Yep. Said my delivery, how I delivered it. Yes?
Use black and white, which kind of evoke certain emotions, kind of like dark emotions, sad.
Play on colors. There's one big one. Yes?
I think you used the real people.
Yes! That was a big one. Yes, I personified adolescent depression. I didn't use this guy anymore, right? I gave her a face. She's a child, right? So I personified that. I used an image of an actual human being. And when she saw this slide, she thought, wow, that's it. That's it. When you learn how to capitalize off of people's emotions, you are going to become so good that you won't even have to speak to the slide. For many seniors, having dementia is like living alone in the dark. Look at this woman on the screen. She's beautiful. Look at her stare, her gaze. You getting little goose pimples? I'm sort of getting a little goose pimples right now. Some of you in the audience may be thinking, gosh, I have an aging parent. I know somebody who has dementia. This is a very relevant image, very emotional image, and a play on words. Black background paired with living alone in the dark. When you become good at selecting your images, your image will do the speaking for you. Powerful images inspire emotion.